Okay, obviously looking at this photo, one of the largest things about it is the drastic light. Did you know anything about composing light?
Okay, the skills that I had was to make sure that the subjects that you are aiming at are very well focused in the light. And also I was taught that before you take a photograph, you must balance the light that is coming, the natural light and the light from the camera. So that's why I balanced the light from the camera and the light from the natural light. That's what I got at. So I had a little knowledge about the light.
You spoke about working for women's rights and the rights of kids, and how that right now they may not have equal chores. Can you elaborate on some of the civil injustices that women and children undergo and experience in Kibera, and how you think that they could solve them?
Okay, apart from discrimination from the house chores, okay, you can see that there are more in Kibera. There are students that girls, especially girls, they are not allowed to go to school, and that is what I'm mostly specifying.
Why is that?
Because as you can see, girls, there are some of the children that can do better. So I wanted to show the world that despite, by taking this picture, since I'm a girl, I wanted to show the world that despite us being female or girls, we can still do something better. So if you are being educated well, we can do something, things that are marvelous to the society and bring back things to the society.
Can you speak more about the discrimination in chores and how a women's role in Kibera is different than a men's role, and how you think that they should be equal or different?
Okay, speaking of discrimination in house chores, okay, through this picture, okay, for example, you can see from the far end, there are boys that are playing, and for sure they must have been allowed by their parents to play. From the other end, you can see that there are girls carrying jerrycans, and specifically they are really working hard, since as you can see this girl, she's really straining hard to make sure that the jerrycans are taken back home. So I wanted to show the world that this discrimination is not well. Maybe they could, these boys that have been allowed to play, they could also be involved in the house chores. And also one thing that I wanted to make them maybe to, what they could do to make sure this problem is, I would like the government itself to come up with conversation or seminars that can teach people about the rights of children, both girls and boys, and the equal things that they should share. Since this is a modern world, people have to share things. We should not discriminate things for girls and for that gender discrimination should not be there.
Is there any reason for the discrimination that goes on now? Is there any historical background as to why women do the harder labor and men get to play, or why women don't get to school and men get educated? Is there any historical backing for this?
Yeah, some of them say that it's their culture. Most of them, if you ask them why they do these things, they say it's their culture. Some of them say that boys are the most hardworking ones, since they cannot get pregnant. That's what they normally say mostly.
Do you think that discrimination has any part in culture?
Yeah, it is. There is.
But do you think it should play a part in modern culture?
Yeah, I think it should.
Do you think that discrimination should be allowed in the modern culture?
No.
That's right.